American woman to win 4 medals at an Olympic Games. 4 medals in '88, 3 golds, and 1 silver, 5.
Just concentrating on getting in the block, staying relaxed, and making it to the finish line before anyone else did.
I kind of want the world record more than the gold medal right now. If I get the world record before the Olympic Games, I'll be the happy.
Florence Griffith Joyner, lovingly known as Flo-Jo, made history in track and field as the fastest woman ever. Her electrifying speed and eye-catching fashion sense made her a global sensation. She dominated races, finishing with an astonishing 10.54, but her life was heartbreakingly cut short at the height of her career. Stay with us until the end of the video to explore the highs of Flo-Jo's journey and the tragic end she faced. Let's dive in. A top athlete and sister-in-law to Jackie Joyner Kersee, Flo-Jo rose from humble beginnings and watched to the international stage. Born in Los Angeles in 1959 as Florence Dolores Griffith, known as Dee to her loved ones, she was one of 11 children. Her family's move to the tough Jordan Downs housing project only strengthened her determination. At just 7 years old, she discovered her love for running, chasing jackrabbits in the California desert with her father. But Dee wasn't just a runner, she had a flair for creativity. Fashion became another outlet for her vibrant personality. She often joked about the effort it took just to get ready to play with her siblings. Her hair and clothes had to be just right. From an early age, she understood the power of style and self-expression. Growing up with so many siblings made her fiercely competitive. She recalled the rough games they played, saying, "They would knock me down, and if I cried, I was out." Her brothers and sisters inspired her to embrace a tomboy look, and she began learning to sew, designing her own clothes. Dee's athletic talent was clear from the start. At the Sugar Ray Robinson Youth Foundation, she excelled in multiple sports, basketball, volleyball, soccer, but track and field was where she truly stood out. At 14 and 15, she won back-to-back titles at the Jesse Owens National Youth Championships. At Jordan High School, she set records in both long jump and sprints, always turning heads with her unique style. Even before reaching international fame, Flo-Jo was already influencing the sport. She pushed boundaries, encouraging her relay team to wear leggings with their uniforms, a bold move that sparked a trend in track and field. Her 6th-place finish at the state CIF meet in her senior year caught the attention of Cal State Northridge coach Bob Kersee, a turning point in her athletic career. After high school, Flo-Jo enrolled at Cal State Northridge and thrived under Kersee's guidance. But financial difficulties forced her to drop out and take a job as a bank teller to help support her family. Her Olympic dreams seemed out of reach, but fate stepped in. In 1980, Kersee became an assistant coach at UCLA and helped Flo-Jo secure the financial aid she needed to resume training. At 20, she came heartbreakingly close to missing the U.S. Olympic team, placing 4th in the 200-meter event at the Olympic trials. The U.S. boycott of the 1980 Moscow Olympics sadly denied her the opportunity to achieve international glory. However, that moment marked a turning point in her life, as it led to her meeting Al Joyner, a triple jumper who would go on to win Olympic gold. Flo-Jo began training with Al's sister, Jackie Joyner Kersee, a legendary track star and one of the most decorated Olympians in history. Their family quickly became a symbol of sporting excellence, with Jackie's heptathlon world record still unbroken. While Al competed for Arkansas State, Flo-Jo continued her intense training, learning what it took to succeed at the highest level. In 1982, she won the NCAA championship in the 200 meters with a time of 22.39. A year later, she placed 4th in the 200 meters at the World Championships, proving her readiness for global competition. At the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, she made a dazzling debut, earning a silver medal in the 200 meters and thrilling the home crowd. But financial challenges in the sport pushed Flo-Jo to retire early. To support herself, she returned to work as a bank teller and began braiding hair and doing nails, often working into the night for friends, charging between $45 and $200. Her passion for fashion and beauty remained ever-present. By 1987, the pull of the track was too strong to resist, and Flo-Jo launched a serious comeback. Her return was met with success as she captured a silver medal in the 200 meters at the World Championships in Rome, displaying her fierce competitive spirit. She ranked second in the world in the 200 meters, showing clear dominance in the event, although she placed 7th in the U.S. in the 100 meters. Her professional revival was paralleled by changes in her personal life. On July 17, 1987, Al Joyner proposed, and they planned to marry the following year. Those plans changed when a major earthquake struck Los Angeles on October 1, 1987, shaking Flo-Jo and sparking fears of mortality. Wanting to marry before anything tragic could happen, the couple decided to wed in Las Vegas on October 10, 1987. This union firmly established Flo-Jo as part of track and field's first family. In the wake of their marriage came record-setting performances. However, scientific studies, some commissioned by the IAAF and others independently, suggested that illegal tailwinds between 5 and 7 meters per second may have aided Flo-Jo during her record-breaking sprint. Though the IAAF never officially invalidated her time, the international sports community acknowledged the potential impact of the wind, labeling the performance as possibly wind-assisted. Nevertheless, Flo-Jo's stunning 10.61-second sprint in the final the following day, without any wind assistance, remains one of the fastest legal times ever run. That historic achievement stood alone until the 2020 Olympics, when Jamaica's Elaine Thompson-Herah equaled it in the 100-meter final. Just a month later, Thompson-Herah broke the mark, finishing in 10.54 seconds at the Eugene Diamond League, claiming the second fastest time in women's 100-meter history and cementing Flo-Jo's legacy in the sport. Flo-Jo's extraordinary achievements were the result of relentless hard work and personal growth. In late July 1988, she parted ways with her coach and manager Bob Kersee, seeking more control over her training and career. She felt limited under his management and wanted the freedom to steer her own path. She took control of her career by signing with personal manager Gordon Basin and moving her training to UC Irvine, where her husband Al became her full-time coach. By the time she reached the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul, the world knew her as Flo-Jo, and she was the clear favorite in the sprinting events. She delivered on all expectations, blazing through the 100-meter final in an incredible 10.54 seconds. Defeating previous world record holder Evelyn Ashford by a stunning 0.30 seconds. Flo-Jo's dominance continued in the 200 meters, where she first set a world record of 21.56 seconds in the semifinals, then broke her own record in the final with a jaw-dropping 21.34 seconds. Her 100-meter world record still stands today. But her accomplishments didn't end there. She anchored the U.S. women's 4x 100-meter relay team to a gold medal and claimed a silver medal in the 4x 400-meter relay, marking her debut in that event on the international stage. By the close of the 1988 Olympics, Flo-Jo had earned 4 medals, 3 gold and 1 silver, making her the second most decorated female athlete at the time, behind only Fanny Blankers-Koen, who won 4 golds in 1948. In February 1989, at the height of her career, Flo-Jo surprised the world by announcing her retirement from competitive athletics, saying she wanted to pursue new business opportunities outside of sprinting. 1 month after her retirement, she received the prestigious James E. Sullivan Award, honoring her as the top amateur athlete in the United States for 1988. This recognition solidified her legacy not just as a groundbreaking sprinter but as one of the greatest athletes in American sports history. Flo-Jo's fame went beyond the track. In the weeks after her Olympic triumph, she signed major endorsement deals, especially in Japan, where she became a cultural icon. These deals earned her millions and cemented her status as one of the most marketable figures in sports. Her influence wasn't limited to athletics. She entered the toy industry by teaming up with LJN Toys to create a doll in her likeness, complete with her long nails, bold colors, and signature one-legged racing outfit. Her creativity also extended to fashion. In 1989, she designed basketball uniforms for the Indiana Pacers, blending her passion for design with her athletic roots. In November 1990, Flo-Jo gave birth to her only child, Mary. Like her mother, Mary embraced creativity, excelling in gymnastics and showing remarkable singing ability, fulfilling a dream Flo-Jo had always held dear. Outside of sports and business, Flo-Jo was deeply involved in promoting health and fitness. From 1993 to 1998, she co-chaired the President's Council on Physical Fitness, advocating for active, healthy lifestyles across the country. In 1996, during an appearance on The Charlie Rose Show, she announced her bold plan to return to competitive sports, this time aiming for the 400 meters. Having already set world records in the 100 and 200 meters, she was determined to capture the 400-meter record as well. She trained intensively for the U.S. Olympic trials, but her comeback was cut short by tendinitis in her right leg, ending her pursuit of a third world record. Flo-Jo redefined what it meant to be a woman in sports, setting a standard of excellence and achievement that remains unmatched to this day. Today, she earned the title of the fastest woman on the planet. But it wasn't just her speed that drew attention, it was her unmistakable style. With 6.5-inch acrylic nails, flowing hair, a fully made-up face, and custom-designed racing outfits featuring asymmetrical bodysuits, one leg adorned with lace and bright color block patterns, she brought a sense of glamour to the track. Her motto, "Dress to impress, look good to feel good, and feel good to run fast," summed up her approach. Throughout her career, from her striking nails to her creative use of fabric, Florence Griffith Joyner's flair for fashion made her a memorable and iconic figure in sports. Her partnership with Adidas showcased how fashion and athletics could merge beautifully. At the 1988 Olympic trials in Indianapolis, she appeared in stunning outfits made of fine materials, including lace. Her signature one-legger racing suit, a daring and asymmetrical design, became a trademark she embraced with pride. These bold outfits, often in vivid colors, were accentuated by her long, artfully crafted nails, adding a personal and expressive touch to her athletic image. Flo-Jo's impact on sports fashion continues to inspire today's athletes. Tennis legend Serena Williams, through a 2021 collaboration with Nike, designed a standout outfit that paid tribute to Flo-Jo's iconic look, an asymmetrical bodysuit in striking hues of black, red, and pink, echoing the bold designs Flo-Jo introduced in the 1980s. Olympic sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson, known for her dramatic nails and vibrant hairstyles, carries forward that same fearless aesthetic, keeping Flo-Jo's legacy alive for a new generation. Despite her groundbreaking achievements and trend-setting style, questions remain. Flo-Jo's legacy is as enigmatic as it is impressive. Her meteoric rise in 1988, following a year of significantly slower performances, sparked widespread suspicion. The dramatic improvement in her times led to murmurs of performance-enhancing drug use, casting a shadow despite her passing every doping test during her career. At the 1988 U.S. Olympic trials, she broke world records in both the 100-meter and 200-meter races. In the 100 meters, she slashed her personal best by 0.47 seconds, finishing at 10.49 seconds, a record that still stands. In the 200 meters, she dropped her time from 21.96 seconds to 21.34, another record yet to be broken. Such swift and dramatic progress prompted intense speculation. Athletes like Joaquin Cruz and Ben Johnson publicly questioned how she had managed such extraordinary performance gains in so little time. These doubts, set against a backdrop of increasing concern over drug use in sports, added to the skepticism. Nevertheless, Flo-Jo remained clean in every test she took. During the 1988 Olympics, as rumors swirled, she underwent thorough drug screening, and experts found no traces of banned substances. Prince Alexander de Merode, the head of the International Olympic Committee's medical commission, told the New York Times, "We have conducted all conceivable tests with her. We have never found anything. There should be no doubt." Yet the rumors persisted. Her sudden death at just 38 years old only deepened the mystery. Florence Griffith Joyner's life came to a tragic end on September 21, 1998, leaving behind a legacy that remains both celebrated and questioned. Suddenly, she passed away in her sleep, and the circumstances around her death were cloaked in mystery, sparking speculation and conspiracy theories. the autopsy revealed that Flo-Jo died from suffocation caused by a seizure linked to a rare congenital brain condition called cavernous malformation. This disorder, which affects only 0.25% of people, likely triggered seizures in the years before her passing. Despite the official autopsy results, some media outlets continued to suggest a connection to performance-enhancing drugs. However, the prosecutor's investigation rejected these claims, confirming that drugs were not related to her death. Flo's husband, Al Joyner, strongly defended her dedication to clean sports, stating she had passed her final drug test. Still, doubts linger, forever tying Flo's legacy to unresolved questions. Beyond the controversies, Florence Griffith Joyner's influence on sports and popular culture is unquestionable. She set world records that remain unbeaten, pushing the limits of human speed and mesmerizing the world. Her daring style transformed sports fashion, inspiring athletes to embrace their individuality and express themselves. Flo-Jo's accomplishments were officially honored when she was inducted into the U.S. Track and Field Hall of Fame in 1995. The city of Los Angeles renamed School 102 after her, calling it Florence Griffith Joyner Elementary School, celebrating her childhood roots. Additionally, a park in Mission Viejo was dedicated to her memory. Her talents reached beyond athletics. She was also a skilled artist and painter, with her works featured in Art of the Olympians. In 1988, she was named Time's Woman of the Year, cementing her place as one of the most influential women of her time. Flo-Jo's legacy lives on through her daughter Mary, who initially pursued athletics before moving into music and appearing on America's Got Talent in 2012. Mary co-created and produced a documentary about her mother called Flo-Jo, A Daughter's Love, released in 2023. She also started Flo-Jo Forever, a company devoted to preserving her mother's legacy. Florence Griffith Joyner remains both a fascinating and controversial figure. The mysteries surrounding her life and death continue to make her a symbol of sporting excellence and a reminder of athletes who have stretched the boundaries of human potential. Her name is forever engraved in history, a tribute to her incredible speed and lasting impact on athletics. Flo's story continues to inspire admiration and debate, showing us that even legends can be surrounded by mystery.